A big hello to all of you. Welcome to the UJAT 2019 English Section Analysis. I'm your mentor and guide Brinda, and today we'll do a detailed analysis of the English section of this test. So let's just begin. The first question is based on parajumble, and let's just start. The question says, though he dialed frequently on telephone, my brother could not contact me and left no information as I had gone out of office. Now, a very good strategy to deal with parajumble based questions is to start with the answer options and see which option or suits best or fits best. So let's just begin. Now, though he dialed frequently, what if I place Q after the first statement? Though he dialed frequently, my brother could not contact me. What if I try to put S soon after the first expression? Though he dialed frequently as I had gone out of office. So it feels that this one would not fit after the first statement. So it's a misfit. We can eliminate this and we can eliminate option C as well. Now we are left with two choices, A and D. Now let's see which option is a better choice. Well, QP and QP. That means the sequence should be, though he dialed frequently, my brother could not contact me on telephone. So if this is one, this is two, this is three. Now we just have to understand whether the right sequence should be SR or RS. Though he dialed frequently, my brother could not contact me on telephone. Well, as I had gone out of the office and left no information. So the first three statements talked about the brother, and the last two talk about me. So he could not contact me on the telephone because I had gone out of the office and I did not leave any information. So it looks as if the right answer choice should be A. So the right order would be, though he dialed frequently, my brother could not contact me on telephone as I had gone out of office and left no information. Now let's look at the second question. Well, it's again another question based on parajumble. The grocer did not listen to the protest of the customer who was in the habit of weighing less, whom he had cheated with great audacity. Now, see, let's begin with the answer choices. Now, what if I place P after the grocer? The grocer did not listen to the protest of the customer. What if I place Q? Who was in the habit of weighing less? Well, it feels that Q is a better fit after the expression the grocer, because what did the grocer do? He was in the habit of weighing less. So this who modifies the grocer. The grocer who was in the habit of weighing less. So we can very safely eliminate option A and option C because they both begin with P and we are left with two choices, that is B and D. Now let's see which one is a better choice. So this says the grocer who was in the habit of weighing less. Now what if I put S or P soon after Q with great audacity, or P did not listen to the protest of the customer? Well, it looks as if P and Q and P are mandatory pairs. So the grocer who was in the habit of weighing less did not listen to the protest of the customer whom he had cheated with great audacity. Well, apparently the correct answer is QPRS, that is option D. Now, students, let's look at the third question. You need to find the word which is opposite in meaning to the given word, and the word is subsequent. Now, subsequent simply means following. The options are succeeding, comparative, eventual, or prior. Now, succeeding means subsequent, something that comes after something. Now, comparison simply means evaluating the better choice. Eventual means ultimate or final. Prior means preceding. So, if the word is succeeding, which means following or subsequent, the right opposite for the given word would be prior. That means preceding. The next question says you need again to find the word which is opposite. So the word is orthodox. Now, orthodox is somebody who conforms to the approved norms of the society. The options are generous, kind-hearted, conformist, again, somebody who follows the rules, revolutionary, who does not follow the rule. In fact, he loves to break the rules. Conservative, again, somebody who believes in the norms of the society. So the right opposite for the word orthodox would be revolutionary. The next question says, again, vocabulary based question. So you need to find the word that's closest in meaning. That means you need to find the synonym. And the choice, the word is puddle. Puddle simply means a state of confusion. And the choices are cheat, well, not being truthful or loyal, focus, being attentive, fudge. Again, it means to cheat about something, and confuse means, say, disorder. So the right word, which is closest in meaning to the given word, will be confused, right? Let's look at the next question now. All right, again, you need to find the synonym, and the word is loquacity. Now, this has the root word loc in it, which means talk. Now, and we very clearly understand that the right answer choice should be talkativeness because loquacity simply means somebody who loves to talk is a loquacious person. Now, the other choices are fantasy, misery, repetition, not even close. So, the right answer choice for this particular one is talkativeness. Now, the next question is based on grammar. Let's read the question. Complete the second sentence so that it's similar in meaning to the first one. All right, let's see. Use the word after double slash to complete the blank. All right. Now see, the sentence is I thought the parking was allowed here, and the second one is I dash the parking was allowed here. Now see, the first sentence, the base sentence is in past form, simple past form. So if we have to say construct another sentence which is similar in meaning, we have to follow the same order. So let's look at the answer choices now. I am under the impression, I was under the impression, I happen to be under the impression, I under the impression. Well, this one is grammatically wrong. And the right answer choice in this case would be was under the impression because the base sentence is in past form. So our next sentence, which has to be similar in meaning, has to follow the same tense, right? So I was under the impression that parking was allowed here. Let's look at the next one. This says again, it's a similar question, so we follow the same pattern. The sentence is, it isn't necessary to bring skis as they're included in the package. So isn't necessary means it's not mandatory to carry skis. Now let's look at the second sentence. You dash bring skis as they are included in the package. Now the options are have to, absolutely have to, don't have to, or must have to. Now, B and C show compulsion that you have to bring, whereas the question says it is not important or necessary to bring them. So these two can be very safely eliminated. You have to bring also kind of conveys the same idea that you have to bring them, whereas the question very clearly says you do not have to. So the only right answer choice here would be don't have to. So you don't have to bring the skis as they are included in the package. Let's look at the next question now. Well, this one is again based on vocabulary. So you need to find the meaning of the idiom. To read between the lines only means to understand the hidden meaning. It does not mean to have a good eyesight or to learn quickly. The right answer choice is to understand the hidden meaning. The next one says, again, a vocabulary based question. This one says break the ice. Now, breaking the ice means being the first one to say speak after a long silence. So, the right answer choice here would be to speak first after long silence. The next question says choose the most suitable word for the given phrase. Okay. Failing to discharge one's duty. Now, see, restitution means payment of some form in order to compensate for some damage that had happened. Now, dereliction simply means failure to fulfill one's obligation. Honorary means conferred as an honor. Destitution means extreme poverty, impoverishment. So, you need to find the most suitable word for the given phrase, and the answer would be dereliction because they are synonymous with each other. The next question says, you need to choose an option which best fits the blank to complete the sentence. This one says, although he had never learned to read, his exceptional memory and inquiring mind eventually made him very dash man. Now, see, whenever your sentence begins with although, that means you can expect something unexpected. Now, let's see. So, he never learned to read, but then the sentence has although in it. That means even though he didn't know how to read, something good happened. See, the answer choices are dedicated, erudite, pragmatic, or benevolent. Now, benevolent simply means kind hearted. So, being kind hearted doesn't have to do anything with reading or writing or academics for that matter. Pragmatic simply means being rational, being logical. Well, you don't have to be educated to be practical or rational. So, again, this one can be eliminated. Erudite simply means scholarly, and dedicated means somebody who's committed. So, he did not learn to read and write, but his exceptional memory made him very scholarly man, erudite man. So that should be the right answer. The next one. Again, the question says choose the word which best fits the blank to complete the statement. The truck was dash. The truck was dash the traffic, and the policeman asked the driver to move it off. Now, obstructing, which means blocking, disturbing, failing, obviating. Now, obviating means getting rid of something. And going by the words, the right answer choice for this one would be obstructing because the truck was blocking the traffic. That is the reason why the policeman asked him to move the truck away. Now let's look at the next question, which is based on correction of the given spelling. Now this says you need to choose the correct spelling. Now the first one is maneuver. Maneuver. Well, the right spelling for maneuver is Manoeuvre. Well, this means to move ahead skillfully or carefully. The next word is jurisdiction. Well, you need to understand the spelling here. You need to have a good understanding of the spelling to get this section right. Well, the correct spelling for jurisdiction is Jurisdiction. All the other spellings are wrong. The next word here in the sequence is auxiliary. Now, the spelling of auxiliary is correct when it has a single L. So it's Auxiliary. The next question talks about conversion of direct speech to its indirect version. Now, let's just say the question is Jerry said, I'm studying English a lot at the moment. Now, here to convert a sentence from direct to its indirect version, you need to pay attention to certain things and you'll never get the answer wrong. First thing that you should notice is the tense of the reporting verb, which is said in this case, it's past tense, right? Say, present tense, said, past tense. Now, if the reporting verb is in past form, we essentially change the tense of the reported speech to its past form. Now, and the I of the reported speech generally corresponds with the speaker. Now, Jerry will become he. Now, Jerry said he was studying English a lot at that moment. Now, let's consider the other options. See, Jerry said that I was studying English a lot at the moment. See, this should have changed. I should have corresponded with the speaker. So that's the reason why this one would be wrong. Jerry said I was studying English a lot at the moment. Again, this I is wrong here in this one. Jerry says, now we cannot change the tense of the reporting verb in any given sentence. So this one is definitely wrong. So your right answer here is C. That is, Jerry said he was studying English a lot at that moment. Now let's see the next one. This one says, Tom said, I want to visit my friends this weekend. Now, see, said past tense. So we know for sure that this one is wrong because we cannot change the tense of the reporting verb. Now, see, Tom said he want will change to wanted because said is past tense. So if the reporting verb is in past form, that the tense of the reported speech changes to past. To visit his friends, my will change to his, this will change to that. So Tom said he wanted to visit his friends that weekend. Okay, another vocabulary based question. So this one says choose the most suitable word for the given phrase. Remedy for all diseases is nothing but panacea. It does not mean medical, it does not mean medicine, it does not mean medica. Remedy simply means something that cures all the problems. Okay, that's panacea. The next word in the list is again a suitable word for the following. So you need the synonym of extravagance. Now, extravagance simply means overspending or being wasteful. Extravagant means being wasteful. Now, troop is collective noun for soldiers, so troop of soldiers. Saving simply means saving money. It's actually the opposite of extravagance. Dainty is something that's small and pretty. Waste means they squander, not utilizing the resources appropriately. So the synonym for the given word, extravagance, should be waste. Now we talk about the last section, that is the questions based on the reading comprehension passage. Let me give you the gist of the passage first. The writer talks about the world which is much warmer now compared to any other time since the end of Ice Age, and he states that this will continue to reach a record high for the entire period. The study published in the journal Science supports this, and it also gives a global overview of Earth's temperature for over past 11,000 years. The writer states that this is not unnatural, this global warming isn't natural phenomena. This is because of the carbon dioxide emission, which is constantly rising. Um, and this happened because of the industrial evolution. He also states that for the average temperature to change only by a few degrees now takes over 100 years, when in the past, for such a change to happen took over 5,000 years. Now let's look at the questions. The first question says the Earth's temperature has increased quickly since Northern Hemisphere, the Holocene, 1500 years ago, the Industrial Evolution. So we need to understand since when did the Earth's temperature has increased quickly. So let's go back. Say this line says that the modern day global warming isn't natural, but the result of rising carbon dioxide emission that have grown rapidly since the Industrial Revolution. That means this is a direct answer to a direct question. So our answer would be so the Earth's temperature has increased quickly since the Industrial Revolution. Let's look at the next question now. Global temperatures are dash warmer since past thousands of years. Again, let's go back to the part that talks about it. Now, the global temperatures are warmer than about 75% of anything that we have seen over the last 11,000 years. So the answer would be 75%. Before global warming, it used to take dash for the temperature to change. Now we're talking about the time before global warming. How much time did it take for the temperature to change? I guess we read about this in the last paragraph. Let's go back to that part. It has taken 100 years for average temperature to change by 3 degrees when it took 5,000 years to do before that. Now we are talking about the past. That means 5,000 years ago. This is the time that took. So before global warming, it used to take 5,000 years for temperature to change only by a few degrees. So that's the right answer. The next question, the word from the passage meaning the same as very large, quantity or size. Well, that's enormous. And the last question in the set, scientists predict that Earth will not freeze over because of, well, the passage very clearly says because of the carbon dioxide emission. Well, with this, I come to the end of this session. I hope you were able to gain something. If you have any questions, any comments, do send them to us through in the comment section below. We would love to hear from you. Don't forget to like and subscribe us. Stay tuned. Bye bye.